Alright, hello all you cool cats and kittens out there. This is not Carol Baskin, I did not kill my husband. This is just Sean doing a little layout update. As you can see, things are looking a little different down here. I've gone through, I've been working on this, as you know, trying to kind of eyeball how I want to do my Port of Milwaukee. And this is my layout in complete disarray. So I'm supposed to be working on this National Model Railroad build-off for Walthers, and it's just been one hiccup after another. The layout keeps settling and it's not leveling out. As much as I try to level it, it's just not working. If you're on my Chicago, Milwaukee, Northwestern Facebook page, you recently saw that I've been having issues with the legs and body, or the assembly of these modular systems from Woodland Scenics. It's been a real headache. What I'm going to try to do is like an elephant style with the corners having all sets of legs, or all their legs, and then just doing one set of legs on the middle parts like these, the square modules. And I'm going to see how that works. This one being an end, I'm just going to leave it underneath there. It's not going to really do any harm. The problem is, where they butt up, like right here, is where the bumping is happening. And some of them are better than others. These haven't been leveled out yet. All I did was unplug them from the rest of the layout. They were bolted together through these little holes here, and I just re-entered them over here. And I need to figure out what to do with the pool table, because we're keeping the pool table. It is staying here. We haven't had much time to play pool, especially since it's been covered in my trains. That's my fault. But we're going to see about turning it and seeing if there's room to play pool still. If I need to invest in some short pool sticks or something, that's alright. But we want to have more space. So, to the layout. As soon as I put up those backdrops, I wasn't happy. I don't want to completely redo any lighting down here. And then the bulbs, of course, burned out over there, which has really kind of killed the whole room. I have all the lights on, and without this guy here, if I turn this off, other than this spot right here, it's pretty dark down here. I mean, especially over there. There's just not a whole lot of light in this basement. So it's actually darker than it looks on the phone. My phone is actually making this look half decent, but it's pretty dark down here without that one light source. And this one's got mixed colors in it. So I want to get new ones. I want to get LED if I can, and maybe even get some more lighting. But after talking to William Sampson of Sue the Milwaukee Road, he was able to give some great help with kind of helping to reorganize this. We had kind of talked about having 4 modules, a corner, 2 squares, and another corner, and there's just not enough room over here for that, so I'm going to do 1 square in the middle, go all the way down that wall, and then come from here down and do a loop. So it's going to be like a big twist, like a turn dog bone style, I guess. And I'm going to try a double decker, see how that does. If it doesn't work out, I'm just going to do 2 separate main lines, whether it's going to be 2 competing railroads or it's going to be just a loop around and it continues east with a kind of a point-to-point operation. I'm not sure yet. But I'm going to turn this light back on here. You know, it kind of blinds me every time I look in that direction. I'm going to talk about some of the recent stuff I've been able to pick up. I'd like to give out some shout-outs to some shops that have been very helpful. Southside Trains first. I've been able to sell some stuff on eBay, but it's just been doing very well if you're a seller right now. I was lucky enough that I was able to sell some stuff that I'm just not using, that I didn't care to take the time to sell, and I've been able to purchase a few things I've been looking for. Next, I'd like to thank Lombard Hobbies in Lombard, Illinois. I was able to purchase that engine, and then these 2 new Atlas 6550, I think, or 5660 covered hoppers. These are, I think, ex-BLMA design or whatever. They're beautiful. They've got them on there for a little less than $40, and they're stocked with all kinds of them. There's a few good, I think there's 6 road numbers per road name. And next, I'd like to thank Engine House Services. They're the last place I could find with the Admiral cab in stock with sound, and I'm very happy with it. It's been a wonderful engine. I still have to program it for the proto throttle, but for my NS Milwaukee Road interchange, because I'm modeling modern day Milwaukee Road, I thought it would be nice to have an Admiral cab, something that's very specific and unique to Norfolk Southern. And then also, I'd like to thank eBay, which presented me the opportunity to get a couple of these Milwaukee Road Proto 2000 auto racks. So, something else I picked up recently with eBay money were these Scale Trains rivet counter covered hoppers here. So you got one with and one without the safety stripes. So it's a cool little difference. They'll get weathered up. The one with the safety stripes will probably be a little cleaner. I'm pretty happy with it. And then here's the LPG car from Athearn Genesis. This is an older run. This I bought a while back. Finally just kind of getting them out and using them. Trying to keep something out to keep the inspiration going, motivation going. And I'd like to thank my friend Brady, who's been a huge help and inspiration with just kind of like figuring stuff out. Like, hey, it's okay. You know, try to simplify a little bit. And, you know, just like those 1 a.m. conversations where you talk on Facebook for 2 or 3 hours. But between him, William, and some of my other friends, they've been a huge help with just kind of keeping my motivation going and helping me kind of reconfigure the layout a little bit. Unfortunately, all this track that I've laid, actually this is the only piece over here, but all this stuff, I'll try to avoid that light a little bit, over here is tacked down. And I really like the setup of this, but I don't think it's going to work because it's not what I need. It's what I want, but it's not what I need. I'm trying to fit 10 pounds of stuff in a 5-pound bag, and it's just not working. I keep trying to get prototypical, and then I squeeze in one more thing, and one more thing, and one more thing, and then all of a sudden, boom, I'm in the same position I was. So I'm going to try to use the industries I have, not buy any more, and then see what I can fit on the layout comfortably. So I'm going to get the modules set back up. After my back's in a little bit better shape, I'm kind of contorting myself to get in here and do this with the stuff that's underneath here, and it's not working out for me. I actually hurt my back yet last night trying to move these modules around and crawling underneath here to get this stuff, because I've got 4 bolts on each side of these modules except for the outward facing side. And I am going to be going to strictly Pico when I finally do this, so I'll start selling the track, but I'll probably keep the wire in case I do an in-scale layout, and the resale on that is like nothing, so the wiring is pretty cheap to begin with. And then a thanks to Ryan Distad, again, of Small Scale Innovative. He's come out with some new products recently. If you haven't checked them out, I suggest you do. He's helped me out with these signs for the National Mall Railroad build-off, and he custom makes stuff too. So if you need something that's, you know, a one-off, he'll do that. He'll make you anything you need. He'll even make you full-scale signs. It's really cool, the stuff that he does and that he's capable of doing. So hit him up at Small Scale Innovative on Facebook, online, or give him a jingle. This is his card. He really makes some cool stuff. So again, thanks to all the hobby shops who are still open and servicing their customers. Engine House for a great turnaround from the order time. And then, of course, they always inspect their stuff before they even sell it. So if there's any defects, they're corrected or returned to the factory before they're sent back. It's Engine House Services, LLC, located in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Lombard Hobby, down in Lombard, Illinois, or lombardhobby.com. And Southside Trains, who's a local retailer, he has a website and an eBay page, but he doesn't really have any online sales other than his eBay. But there's always something unique, always something different. There's been a lot of O-Scale 2-rail on his website lately. There's always like some Sioux Line, some Milwaukee Road, some sort of passenger equipment. So check it out and follow it. There's almost always something useful. Something else I've done recently is I've started organizing my books and stuff. I've got a couple of binders here I've been organizing articles, stuff with, and then I've got this for my father. This is an inventory record. There was a place online where you could actually buy these and fill them out. All my stuff's on my computer now. It's up in the cloud. But stuff like this is very handy, especially if you're in the early stages of your collection. You can add to it every time, or you can bring it with you You could even make these pages so they're in half, and you could either cut them or fold them or staple them like a book, and then that way you have them on you at the shows or wherever you're going so you don't double buy. I guess that's about it for now. If you guys have any questions or anything, leave them in the comments. I'm going to try to leave a link to everything I talked about in the description, all the shops that I've used that are open. Everyone's been very helpful with all the issues I've had. Like I said, William, Brady, I've got a bunch of other close friends. And actually, some of the ideas are coming from my girlfriend, too. And she's agreeing with William and Brady about the whole double deck and everything else. So it's kind of neat that, sometimes you gotta talk to someone else, even if it's someone outside the hobby, because they have a fresh perspective, and it's something you need, because after all these years, I've kind of got this closed loop idea in my head that this is what a layout is, this is what it needs to be, this is what it has to do. And if it doesn't do all that, I don't want it. Well, this is better than a 4x8, but for some reason, I'm not making the most of the space that I have here. And I am thankful for the space. I just need to learn how to use it properly for what I'm blessed with to have, and I just got to make the most of it, do the right thing, and not get carried so far. So, until next time, y'all take care, stay safe.